Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from the host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero, Strike Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 versus 1 on crossroads between the north. We got here Luvnest fighting for the Oberkommando West, Germany, Deutschland, taking on the role here of the 106th Panzer Brigade versus in the south. We got Dave fighting for freedom and democracy, taking on the road here with the 1st Armored Division. We got Spec Ops, Fortification, and Luftwaffe versus Airborne, Armor and Tactical Support there for Dave. Triple empty bulletins for both sides. As well, both sides actually. It's Dave got caches and grenade bulletins as well. And if you're wondering what's making that noise in the background, you can hear that's my cat. Suddenly being very curious about everything. Fulton's cool wagons on the way there for Luvnest. We got Dove Rifleman there for Dave. Heading out the east and west with Luvnest, getting aggressive there. Dave is focusing more on sort of the eastern half of the map here, specifically the southern eastern half of the map. Fulton's moving up the quick sandbags there. Good work there by Luvnest, certainly close to the enemy territory, and so having some sandbags ready there to counter that is never a bad idea. In the west, we can now see Dave sending a rifle squad there for more Fulton's away for Luvnest. And the 6th Panzer Brigade, the 160th Panzer Brigade, though. Point there being secured. Securing pointers over the Sturmpioniere. That was 116th Panzer Division, though. That was the Windhund. And there we go. Relations opening up with the Volksgrenadiers there. Slightly pulling them back to what, coming under firing range there from the Volksgrenadiers, allowing to secure the victory point. But of course, his fuel point is a bit exposed. We can see what Dave is doing. He's basically shifting around the Ripen to flank behind the Volksgrenadiers. More players would just run straight at the Volksgrenadiers. But in this case, what Dave is doing is setting up for more engage the sort of favors better by actually sort of getting behind the Volksgrenadiers in a match that they can't really easily defend themselves from Dave's men. Plus, of course, threatens the retreat path of the Volksgrenadiers better. So, nice move from Dave. Again, it took a bit longer, but generally you sort of want to do that anyways because you get better assaults. So in this case, we can see Love in this case rushing over, more troops to support. He's going to need more men here as well all of a sudden. And there you go, you can see he now suddenly finds his rifle being sandwiched here between two of Luvnest's Volksgrenadier squads. We got more rifle going for an even deeper flank here against Luvnest. And we can see that Dave is clearly a believer in the power of a good flank. Got more troops moving up in this, keeping the flank secure as he moves into flank Luvnest. There you go. Full suddenly be caught here by the rifle. Actually moving closer here. Tactical mistake there by Luvnest, which Dave can quickly punish, but of course just moving ever closer here. And there you go, getting a lot of free shots there. The Volks as they pull back. So of course they can't fire back. That's pretty much just free shots, and then go up close. The Volks are close to half health, and the riflemen should be able to finish off the Volksgrenadiers very rapidly. And of course they have a much higher DPS up at closer ranges. There we go. Volks as they push back. Volks is slowly being the riflemen there, since we're able to really quickly move in and finish off the job. But of course now with the other squad set running, you can set the first squad up there, back down to deal with them. And there we go. Meanwhile on the centre here, got a push for the cough point here by David. He's reaching need to fall back. Other full squad, rifle squad coming up. The retreat here, and there we go, Fulton's push back. So overall here, a series of decisive engagement again involving flanking for Dave. Overall outmaneuvering Luvnest and pushing him back, though still Luvnest just keeps throwing more infantry at Dave. More Volksgrenadiers. Dave with 3 squads, not going for any more here so far versus Luvnest though. Sturmpan is hanging about there, and Ripen quickly peeking into the house, opening up there. Also noting though, again, while he suffered manpower losses, Luvnest has successfully kept Dave off the field for now, so that is not exactly bad. He needs to retreat, he's just too low on health. And there's a small chance of getting a wipe there, but in this case doesn't focus them down, and might like to get those instead. And there goes Sturmpan's pushed back. So Dave is actually, I think, leading quite a hit in terms of actually getting kills. And actually, here's him. Oh well, yeah, got a lot of losses there, so that rather sort of figured in, but still pretty close. We got Airborne here for Dave. Rifle moving westwards. Luvnest is quickly securing, it's laying down sandbags, and he's expecting a second follow-up attack there from Dave. So again, laying down sandbags is a very clever idea there by Luvnest. Well, clever, it's sensible. Common sense, you shouldn't have to be considered clever because you're laying down sandbags, at least not here. Got points being secured, points there being secured. We got the Kuhlwagen moving from centre towards the west. Luvnest overall sort of doing his best here versus Dave. Rifle reinforcing. Yes, they're finding there's the Kuhlwagen here. Now they almost got the fuel point. He's trying to that way stall Luvnest, but of course with Luvnest and having access to both fuel points, Dave needs to find some other way there. Looks like he's going to try and focus on the western side. They're giving up east for now to Luvnest. But of course they're trying to press more on the west. Rifle falling back in the face of the Volks because he spots them. Got the Sturmpani setting out there for Luvnest. We also got a mechanized regiment up here for Luvnest. That could be a bit definite problem there for David, particularly with 2 fuel points at least. more fuel than Dave because he can get out of Luke's, and Dave has only just now got the captain out. So I think he could risk being a bit vulnerable. We also know here Dave is using his ambulance rather aggressively. Again, most players just sort of sit back at the base and do nothing, but Dave is very quick to try and use it sort of more closer to the front line, so that way support his troops better, giving them more sort of momentum. So that's a very nice move there by Dave. Very nice move. And again, another deep flank here versus Luvnest. In this case, going straight for the sandbags. He knows are there, so that they're forcing Luvnest to have to counterattack into that position, which again is not favourable for him. Although, of course, we've got more full skirmishes here. Still, the riflemen should have a half-decent chance, at least until more reinforcements arrive. Quick retreat there. More infantry here, basically forcing Dave to fall back. His western push is thwarted by Luvnest, and there you go. An incendiary grenade, in this case, pushes off this position here. So Dave encountering some severe resistance there from Luvnest. Could have maybe sent the captain to support there, but too late for that now. Here, 50 caliber recruit, being reinforced thanks to the ambulance at the front line, except he's a bit short on manpower as well. Folks, they're caught laying down sandbags, and there you go, taking heavy fire there. My god, they're shooting at us while laying down sandbags. How unsporting. You're not British, you're going to be German. You don't care about that. Anyway, Sturmpanzers moving in there, folks, need to retreat. Kuvan pressing here, but with 50 cover there, the Kuvan could take a lot of damage. Sturmpanzers now coming to fire as well. And there you go, quickly suppressed there by the heavy caliber rounds there. Captain hitting the car point again. We can see that Dave is very intent on just trying to prevent Luvnest from getting as much fuel as possible. Of course, there's always the hit is one issue, and that's going to be the looks here out from Luvnest now, and the 1 and 6th Panzer Brigade, Feldherrnhalle. Striking at the right from the west, we need to retreat immediately. They are exposed out near into the light tank. It's a 2-centimeter auto cannon threatening to end their lives. He needs to fall back with everything. Now we go. We can see the ambulance pulling back. He's using, I think, the 50 car there just to buy time for the rest of his forces as he shifts about here. And there we go. Charging into the captain. Now that's a definite mistake there by Luvnest. I mean, the captain does, of course, have the chomps up. Oh, dear. Luvnest there, I think, getting a bit lucky there. He's ended up with a wipe for the Volksgrenadiers. That could end up with a wipe. But there you go. Got a wipe inside the base. And that was a rifle squad there for Dave that bit the dust here at the hands of the Lukes. And he's even going here for the 50 cal machine gun as well. MG34 round there for Luvnest. And the final 50 cal crew member there trying to get away there, but the Lux snipes him, punching through his guts and leaving him quite dead. Southern fuel point there being resecured, but Dave has attempted to secure. He hasn't even secured it for once because again Luvnest is able to sort of consecutively keep up some good pressure. Troops healing reinforcing at the base, and then good use of the medical supply capability there from the Sturmpioniere. And there you go, Dave going for the Stuart to counter the Lux and pressure the infantry at the same time. Luvnest, by the way, has yet to go for the Doctor himself, which could give Dave a bit of a tactical edge in some ways. Of course, he should know that Dave's gone favorable. Things seem, you know, this is all something getting airdropped, and he saw 50 caliber, and his opponent seen the captain here, so I mean, that should be pretty obvious there to Luvnest, who's otherwise keeping up good control here versus Dave. Dave in the 3rd Armoured Division having a bit of a rough time here. And there you go, quick supervision here for the Stud. Good work, good work. Could have done it a bit faster, but our way. He does have the M5A1 out now here. Mines in the centre there by Luvnest. Good work as well. And in these sandbags, again, pretty useful. MG34 sitting up to protect there again. He's pretty much expecting Dave to attack him head on here. Of course, he seems to keep forgetting a bit that Dave likes to flank and sort of hook around Luvnest, which again is a very sensible choice there by Dave. And again, rather some, I say, higher class American play. But again, I imagine Luvnest just so used to seeing American plays just charge head on. In this case, though, Dave does send some forces in, but still looks like there might be some trying to set up a flank here. Maybe. We'll have to see. Either way, he's revealed the machine gun's position, so we'll have to see if he continues to charge into it, or he tries to move through the south, or he tries to go through here behind the hedges and hit the machine gun there. Sturmpan is looking at the house, and we can see Luvnest going straight for the Puma again, utilising having both fuel points out here. He's going up just for the looks, but the Puma armoured car, in this case, he's just attacking head on actually, using the Stute and the 50 cal machine gun here. They need to get the Stute close, I think, to have better accuracy versus the machine gun. Still, cause a retreat here in the west. Captain pushed back here by the looks, and the Puma arrives here for Luvnest. Technically, the Panzer Brigade, but I would not have access to any of these since they actually did not have any reconnaissance elements. That was not what they were designed before. They were not like, you know, fully sort of Panzer Division. They were sort of more of a counter-attack measure versus Russian armoured spearheads. It didn't really need reconnaissance as such, I believe, was the idea. So, little fun fact there. But we got the Stute moving up here. Of course, he doesn't know yet that Luvnest got a Puma. And there you go, chance of hitting the gun engages here. Got damage into the looks, and there you go, forced to pop stun rounds there against the Puma, lest he loses the Stuart. There you go, block, damages the vision block. Vision's almost popped up, Puma rushes forward. Right from there, running about. Almost got the fuel point again, forced to delay the capture of it. Luvnest is keeping up a nasty stranglehold there versus Dave. Dave though keeps heroically fighting on here, following up with an anti-tank gun. Stuart needs to be fixed up, grabbing the victory point there as well. Looks like Dave might finally actually be able to secure a fuel point here versus Luvnest. And again, Luvnest does have a sizable unit here, maybe the Puma looks for from an armoured division nearby, a panzer division. That makes sense. Also threatening the cut-off point there, wipes the rear echelons. Nice little flank there by Luvnest. Puma moving ahead. Need to get the ambulance out of there, and there we go. Quickly moves it away. Anti-tanker could move to support. 50 over there. Finally got a fuel point, but now he's been cut off from the fuel point. He's been cut off. Volkswagen's MU-34 standing about here. Anti-tank can set out. Rifle moving ahead. Volkswagen's falling back. Hitting the point here with the captain. And got the Stuart moving in there. Looks like he might try and go some stun rounds and then use the anti-tank gun to finish off anything else. Maybe. Of course, at the same time, the Volkswagen's caught in the house here, preventing him from just grabbing the point easily, moving up with an anti-tank gun easily. So Dave's in a bit of trouble there. Point here in the east, again being secured once more by Luvnest. Falls in the side, they're taking a lot of fire here from the 50 cap and the rifleman nearby. Stuart could also infuse support, but does not. Captain swimming up the west here. Could call in some paratroopers now if he wants to. We'll have to see what Dave goes with. The paratroopers here would certainly help us to some of Luvnest into. Noting, while he has not upgraded any of his Volkswagens except one squad with assault rifles, I mean, he would definitely benefit from it. And we got here medics on the way for Luvnest, going for the battle group headquarters. In this case, not trying to move ahead for a Schwerpanzer quarters as fast as possible. That actually does give Dave a bit of chance to somehow stabilise things and turn things around further, if he doesn't have to worry about any sort of heavier tanks than the Puma and looks, of course. They are proven to be quite efficiently devastating in the hands of Luvnest. There you go again, harassment here, Storm Punch into the captain, bit risky. And there you go, paratroopers from Dave. 82nd Airborne Division, summoning in. Rifle moving ahead, here coming up from the look, spotting a bit ahead there. Pushing forward to the M1 anti-tank gun to engage the Kraut Panzers. Light Panzers. 50 car moving about there, and paratroopers squad here. Where's it landed? Oh, here again, by the cut-off point. And again, right by the sandbags. Again, there's a certain consistent flanking element to Dave's tactics, which overall I really like. And I do feel like there's been sort of a lot of falling off with flanking in companies too. It's nice to see Dave sort of, doing more with actually flanking his opponent, making more of an actual art out of it. Nice to see that. There we go. Luke's taking a hit there from the M1. Paratroopers with the push back. Took heavy casualties there. But he gets the looks, so that's definitely a good move there for Dave. Leaving Luvnest now with only the Puma, which is notably less of a threat to Dave's infantry. That'll also give the paratroopers more free reign, particularly because, again, Luvnest just isn't upgrading the rest of his Volksgrenadiers, which is honestly a bit weird. Rifleman keeping the Puma at bay by the looks of it. Again, he's really afraid of the anti-tank rifleman, which allows him to get the student they're fixed up. And he's retreat rifleman before it's too late, and that might be too late here. Down to his level of health. Joe makes a run for it, and Joe does not make it. He was cut down by Germans. Luvnest though got plenty of munitions, could consider mines, but again, upgrades would be an idea. Doctoral choices that can do something with munitions would be an idea. Fortifications and S-mines. Luftwaffe and valiant assault. Infiltration tactics and spec ops. Just, something with the munitions going on there. There we go. Dave, on the other hand, also floating a lot of munitions, actually, now that I notice it. Could easily go for BARs or grenades. I mean, he's got the paratroopers, but certainly more regular grenades, I think, would also benefit Dave there a nice bit. And finally, doctoral choice there for Luvnest is going to be spec ops. And we got, whoa, he's using radio silence. I think he's trying to confuse Dave a bit there. We'll have to see, though, how much it affects him, because I mean, radio silence is sort of a 50-50 thing. I mean, either the player you're using against is really reliant on the tactical map and gets completely befuddled, or they're not, in which case you're just throwing ammunition. But it doesn't cost so much, so it's not a huge deal. But we'll have to see that it actually has an effect there for Luvnest. Another MD-34 there for him, Puma moving up here. Captain standing about. Paratroopers there going in. And he's just trying to take some much territory. And there we go, we got a second paratrooper called out for Dave as well. There he's going in for a lot of them. So there we go, also again, flanking the MD-34. captain nearby as well. And we got on me and tactical advance at the same time. Whoa, holy moly. Taking out the retreating MG34 in a matter of seconds. Wow. On me and tactical advance together is apparently really potent. I mean, this is actually the first time I've seen any player combine these two abilities, by the way, into anything. And there you go with Dave just... Oh boy. And now he's actually stolen the MG34 away from Luvnest in a matter of seconds. That was a really effective flank there from Dave. Really effective flank. Paratroops here being equipped with Browning light machine guns for a bit more long range firepower here versus Luvnest. And we got replacement munitions there for Dave as well. And the 3rd Armoured, MG34 moving up. The west is Stuart supported by Rifle Squad dealing with some Fultz Grenadiers there. And in the east again, there we go, suppressing the troops at least attempting to. Anti-tank gun could stand to be a bit closer. Moving ahead, the paratroops, they're going to try and grenade, I think, the MG34 inside the small shed or house. And there you go, grenade assault in return from Luvnest. Cryptic Cover doing what he can there. MG34 trying to deal with the flanking troops. Paratroops moving in as well here. Storm Pioneers going straight for the Cough point here. Outmaneuvering Dave there completely. We even got Sprint in an attempt to catch the Storm Pioneers. And there you go, being slowly suppressed, but still be able to end, I think, the point neutral. Stuart here in the west falling back alongside the Rifle Squad. And there you go, Paratroops there versus the Fultz goes up close. Wipes out the MG34 there with incendiary grenades. And there you go, trying to hit with the Storm Pioneers. A lot of fire there being directed against them. Need to retreat those paratroopers though for some reinforcement. And could also try and grab that MG34 back versus Luvnest. Minesweepers up, and there you go. Puma going to the base. I think he was trying to get some hits off, but then instead got this dude pursuing with stun rounds. Not entirely sure what Dave's hoping to achieve with that, but does seem to push back Luvnest Puma for a bit there. So aggressive harassment going from both players. A lot of flanking from Dave as well. Kugelwagen eastwards staying here in the west. Fultz advancing. Got the captain trying to deal with it. Stuart still providing a bit of light support. And Paratroops moving in there. A bit too late there to, I think, pop tactical assault. But again, Luvnest's been a bit slow there to retreat. The tactical assault could have been, I think, quite devastating there. Versus him, could even wipe the Fultz. We can see now Luvnest by forcing a few more. And we got another radio silence here for the 160th Panzer Brigade. In the east, again, fresh harassment, but this time an anti-tank gun awaits. And Luvnest isn't paying attention. He's going to lose the Kugelwagen. Ah, the anti-tank gun misses. God damn, Joe. How could you hit the ground? And there you go, troops in the centre being suppressed as well. Stuart moving back in, paratroops sent running, Rifle Captain moving ahead, and the other squad there almost good to go for Dave. In the meanwhile, Luvnest is calling in up Command Panther, no tag up for Luvnest. Which of course, I mean, could work out here certainly, but at the same time, if it fails, at least doesn't quite have the impact he wants to give Dave quite an advantage, because then he doesn't have the tech to follow up with anything else. Troops being suppressed, Rifle charging forwards against the suppressed troops. Stuart falling back in the face of the Command Panther, the Defense Panther. And the 50 cal just keeps hammering away there at the Krauts. Quite a bit of damage to being done there. 66 points left by for Dave. He needs to change the situation here pretty quickly. Otherwise, this is going to be GG in favour of Luvnest. Puma doing what he can here as the captain. Need to retreat the captain soon enough. Taking a nasty hit there. Stuart being fixed up. Do we need to take over there for David's return? I think consider that. So maybe get some tank destroy soon enough versus Luvnest. Good hit from the M1 there on the Panther. Troops they're hitting reinforcing. But yeah, most of the Panzer Brigades, well, they were basically designed to fight the Russians again, but they were primarily used against the Western Allies, because that's where it's initially just thrown in, because that's where most of the pressure at some point were. Only a very few certain amount of the Panzer Brigades fought against the Russians, and you generally don't find a lot of sources in those either, so it's much more difficult to talk about, well, how effective were they there? I think there's like maybe 2 or 3. The vast majority went against the Western Allies, and in most cases didn't perform too well, and in most cases got disbanded rather rapidly, instead used to replace losses in other elements, which in some cases result in Panzer Grenadier divisions with actual Panthers in them, which is definitely not what they're supposed to have on paper. And there you go, Panther getting the Stuart, stun rounds again, anti-tank gun not quite ready to deal with that. Shot penetrates, we've got Fultz moving up, they're being slowed down. He actually uses suppressive fire from the paratroopers as well. Impressive again. It's a bit of an overlooked ability, but it basically suppresses, but also, unlike other suppressive abilities, it actually also slows down the target anyway, so it sort of has a bit of a double effect there. Fresh push up the west from the captain. Puma there continues to fire support here against Dave's forces. Actually got 7 kills, so that's not bad. Close to 3-2. Grabbing the eastern fuel point again with the Kugelwagen. Again, just constant harassment and pressure versus Dave. Luvnest doing his best to ensure that Dave does not get ahead and too much with armor against him. Panther again, straight to the anti-tank gun. Vetri 2 now. There we go. Good hit. Armor piercing rounds being unleashed. Ah, shot bounced. Rather advancing, folks there now veterancy 4. Still one squad that hasn't been upgraded by from Luvnest. Still one squad. Another grenade assault here. Reaching into the satchel filled with grenades. Missing, but there you go, Perch coming in to sweep out the crowds. Their taunting submachine guns having quite the impact. Stuart there, close to, well, being fixed, but not quite there. Captain grabbing the fuel point in the west, while Luvnest completely occupying the centre east. Nice move there by Dave. Machine guns there being healed, reinforced. Fifth cover they're dealing with the MD-34 supported by the Steward. Do we any take off for Dave? Yes, we do have the Major on the way. He would like to use the Captain to rush out, but he's, busy in the west. Paratroopers pushed back here by Sturm Pioneer. Other paratroop squad moving ahead once more. Close to Veterans 1 here against Luvnest and the 1 and 6th Panzer Brigade. Which was actually one of the few Panzer Brigades that actually, if actually not the only one, that never sort of got disbanded. Actually saw usage up till the end of the war, as a fun fact. Also, that fun fact, it was actually led by a noted German tank commander, Dr. Franz Berger, who had actually led another unique formation on the Eastern Front prior. It was known as the Schwerer Panzerregiment Berger. It was a very unique formation in that it was actually a mix of Panthers and Tiger tanks fighting together in one unit. Actually, I think at one point had sort of roughly half of all the heavy armor on the Eastern Front in it. It's a little fun fact there. There you go, Major out for Dave. Panther standing about here, half-age Veterans 1, Puma there. Veteran 2, 12 kills. I think he actually used aimed shot at something, trying to get some wipes. There's some heavy damage in versus Dave. And I think it actually had quite an effect. They're leaving a lot of splattered pieces all over the place. And that guy, the well-aimed shot, can actually do a lot of damage to infantry as well, as it, I believe, has some splash damage. Not a huge shot, but if you sort of catch a bunch of units up there, you can actually do a lot of damage. Dave there getting the Eastern fuel point back, and he actually, I think, followed up with the Jackson pretty rapidly. Fulton's there, we got the Stukas, who's almost done for Luvnest. Panther moving in from the east. Half-age to Veterans 1, right from falling back there. Veteran 3 though. Noting no real upgrades for Dave, but again a lot of his munitions gone for the paratroopers and other bits, so I suppose that kind of makes sense. Mining down there we go, Fulton's advancing. We got flares now from Luvnest as well, I think. I mean, he's almost made use of the entire doctrine, except for the infrared Sturmgewehrs, because he doesn't have the tech for it. He's actually gone for Stukas Fuss here, a bit of rocket artillery, which by the way a Panzer Brigade would have had. That's actually some of the only artillery as well they have besides mortars. Fun fact. Panther taking hits and he's trying to knock out some stuff here, but sadly it does a little damage, but actually no kills there versus Luvnest. Or Dave, I mean. Panther there. Ooh! Mine hit there, suppressing and killing some of the paratroopers. Panther falling back though rapidly. Not enough in support here. Again, this is where Luvnest would have benefited, I think, from some orbital onto that would challenge the paratroopers better, because his fault grenadiers do struggle a bit with them, even at Veteran 5. And there you go again, suppressive fire here, flanking. Great stuff there with David. There you go, Luvnest returning the favour with an incendiary grenade. Still, they do manage to get suppressed here, and there you go, forced retreat. Anti-tanker pushing back the Panther there. Some pretty intense fighting going on here between the two. Veteran 3 there on the anti-tank gun as well. And there you go, rushing up the Jackson. Dave, having admitted himself, he actually likes the Jackson quite a bit there. And he certainly, shows why it's pretty good. Paratroopers reinforcing while I was taking points. Again, Luvnest still maintaining most of the map. He's down to 36 victory points too. Quick bit of, again, radio silence. Luvnest really does not want Dave to have any sort of chance of figuring out what he's up to there, in a sense. It's going to make it harder for Dave to figure out what's going on, and so in that regard, you can't just quick look to the main map or the tactical map to figure out what Luvnest is up to. He has to sort of quickly, well, move up his own eyes to see there. Jackson moves ahead there, Puma nearby. And I'm actually having a hard time following on it, because occasionally I use the tactical maps to get an idea that things are moving on the battlefield, where things happening, but with this, I can't really see where Luvnest is overall moving about, the cheeky bastard. He's making it difficult for me. Stop doing that, Luvnest. Stop making it hard for the casters to cast the game, So in that regard, it's probably impeding me more than it's doing Dave. That might actually be his plan, for all I know. But there you go, troops running to the centre. We've got the MD-34, they're manned by a few plucky paratroopers, making short work of the crouch there. Panther moves ahead. Paratroopers advancing, spotted by the Jackson. There you go, shoots, gets a good penetrating hit there. Veteran 3 there, Stubbing up the west side. Is he planning some kind of deep flank versus Luvnest there with the Steward? More Stukas Fuss fire here, collapses the house, and there you go, tactical assault there, quickly being suppressed by the MD-34. And the east there, fuel point being dug in again there by Luvnest. One thing, He actually can't. I was going to say no mines, but the problem is Dave's gone for airborne. It doesn't have access to mines. But he could have others laid down mines there behind the cover. Maybe he could lay down some barbed wire instead there. Sturm has pushed back, falls under fire from the paratroopers out in the open, close to victory too. And it really looked like he's setting up for a deep flank there versus Luvnest. He's going to basically try and move up here and hit the Stukas of Fuss with the Stuart while he's not paying attention. I mean, that's pretty clever again. That's some high level play you rarely ever get to see again. That is a high level of planning there from Dave. That is damn impressive, and really again something I think a lot more players, you know, should pay attention to. In this indicates Dave's got again he's got a plan there. He's got a clear plan. And again, don't think Luvnest is aware of it. He's setting up a Schwerpanzer quarters here. He's finally setting up for something. They could then go for Obersoldaten with infrared Sturmgewehrs. Kugelwagen falling back, grabbing the eastern fuel point there again, 50 cover covering it. I could, you know, consider laying down some fighting positions. They'll make it a lot harder for Luvnest just to harass it. I don't think we've done David a lot of good. Pulls it straight into the MD-34, Panther moving in. Pinned down. He's actually spotted here. The Schwerpanzer course being set up. He might try and disrupt it. Paratroops going in. Stood on the move as well. He's going in for the flank. He's going in for the flank. Troops being suppressed here by the MD-34. Grenade off though. Veteran free. And there you go. Hits in. Stood getting veteran free. Getting hits on the Puma. Schwerpanzer course. There we go. Knocked out here. Knocked out. Kugelwagen down. Jackson getting the Puma here. Doesn't get the Stukas of Fuss though. But then again, the Mount Everest has been planned. He just changed the plan. It's Puma there trying to flank the Jackson. Gives it veterans one hit. Opening up for 8-trap rounds. There go. Pops 8-trap rounds. Practically immediately. Stun runs being utilized. Stood there trying to set it up to get some stuns. There we go. Mission block damage on the Panther. It's Veteran 2, but it won't be able to get out of there. I think there we go. Rear hit. And there we go. The Jackson almost got it. Veteran 2 on the Jackson. Jackson gets it, but this gets knocked out. But the Stuart finishes off the Panther. Woo. And now Luvnest is in a very bad position again. He can't call in any more armour. He can't call in any infantry. And Dave's on the other hand got several paratroopers and the Steward now. Of course, he's also very low on victory points. I mean, there's a chance here for Luvnest to win this. Stukas with fires, but again, it's actually not done a lot of damage for Luvnest. And one really has to wonder if he might not have been better off with the faster Schwerpanzer quarters rather than the Stukas of Fuss. Again, it tends to be one of those units you'll find doesn't do a lot for the player who gets it most of the time. Patrick moving ahead, that's 17 kills for America. Troops seemingly enforcing, anti-tank gun there, veteran 3. Sherman on the way there for Dave, a bit of armour there. Besides the Stuart, which by the way is still operable, and is still proving itself to be quite useful. I mean, Dave's made really good use of his stun ability there versus Luvnest. Really good use. Quick sweeping in there, go quick grenade. They got quite a bit of range there thanks to their veterancy. And then sort of moves in. Using this on me as well again. There's a basis to use a sprint there. Very sneaky there by Dave. Very sneaky. Again, he really uses on me in a way that most players would never even dream of. Which really, you know, just makes Dave probably one of the best American players I've yet to sort of see in the game. And again, worth casting and just worth pointing out, you know, because I do think a lot of people could learn a lot from just watching more of Dave's play. I mean, hell, even, you know, Axis players could learn a lot from just the way Dave flanks. Steward here pursuing the Sturmpioniere. And there you go, seeing them running away. Sherman out here for Dave. 3rd Armored Division. Forces setting up there. MD-34 setting up here as well. Digging in around the victory point on the west. Troops are pressed in the centre. Luvnest only some time off from any other command. Panther again, he can't easily take up either. Stuart striking. McKenna for the... Oh, shoots but misses. And there you go, Patrick going straight for it. Stuart! Oh, McKenna for misses again? Oh dear. Luvnest folks, because they're being absolutely slaughtered here by Dave. There we go, unit entirely wiped. Sherman sending into attack into the base here of Dave. And with this, Luvnest surrenders. His spirit broken here again, initially strong, but ultimately a few strategic mistakes, some attack mistakes, plus again just really good flanking and overall play there by Dave. Sort of allowed to turn the game around slowly but surely pummel Luvnest into oblivion. In particular, I think losing the Panther like that there again, just Dave turning the flank table completely on Luvnest as his flank with the Command Panther, and again without any ability to quickly replace the tanker support with more, again just really left Luvnest in a bad spot. And that's the danger when you just try to rely on a calling like the Command Panther. Again, you risk setting yourself in a position where you can't fill up with more armor easily, in particular when they then went for the Sturkisafus. And honestly, I really think in most cases the Sturkisafus just is a very poor choice at the moment. And that I think also really hurt Luvnest. That, and he tried to set up his Shroud Hunter Cords aggressively against an opponent again who has been playing aggressively, flanking aggressively, and thusly could actually easily spot it and destroy it before Luvnest was able to finish it. So I think that was also a mistake there by Luvnest, but really good play from both players. I mean, they're both great players, but Dave just is that a bit greater, I think, in some ways. Again, just the way he flanked consistently. And again, he made for deeper flanks. That's also the important thing. Most people, just go for slightly, oblique flank. Instead of just going here, they'll go for here. But what Dave does is, he'll try and sort of go all the way around to take you from a point you don't expect. So, I mean, that's really something there to keep in mind. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you different matches. If it did, why not subscribe to your friends? Share it with everyone. If you like what I do on a daily basis, do consider supporting it by donating by Patreon or PayPal. This link's on the video description. This is Imperial Lane signing off, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Cheers!